Hello, dear audience. It's a pleasure to have you back on our channel. Today, get ready for a nostalgic journey as we delve into the fascinating stories behind the 7 wonders of the world and explore the unique destinies they all share. If you're not part of our community yet, don't waste any time. Subscribe now and hit the bell to make sure you won't miss any engaging content like this. Let's unravel together the mysteries and charms of these wonders that left a mark on history. We begin with the majestic Great Pyramid of Giza, the only one of the 7 ancient wonders still standing. We'll explore not only the grandeur of its construction but also the mysteries surrounding it, and how time has affected it over the centuries. The Great Pyramid of Giza stands not just as an impressive testament to the architectural skill of ancient Egypt but also as a fascinating enigma challenging modern understanding. Built as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, the remarkable precision with which the ancient Egyptians aligned each stone and the mathematical complexity embedded in its structure continue to intrigue archaeologists and scholars. Moreover, the inner chambers and narrow passages within the pyramid add layers of mystery, leading to speculations about their exact purpose. Over the centuries, the wonders of the Great Pyramid have faced earthquakes, looting, and natural wear, but its imposing presence on the Egyptian desert horizon is an eternal reminder of the enduring power of human ingenuity. We travel to Babylon to discover the enchanting Hanging Gardens. Did they really exist? What happened to these gardens that were considered one of the greatest wonders of antiquity? The question echoing through the centuries remains: did these lush gardens, known as one of the greatest wonders of antiquity, truly exist? The narrative surrounding these gardens is woven with legends and stories, challenging historical clarity. They are believed to have been built by King Nebuchadnezzar II to please his wife, Amytas of Media, who missed the mountainous landscapes of her homeland. However, direct archaeological evidence of these gardens remains elusive, fueling the mystery surrounding them. While exploring the ruins of ancient Babylon, we are faced with the intrigue of discovering the fate of these gardens that once flourished with splendor. It's worth noting that, despite being widely described in ancient chronicles, such as the writings of the Greek historian Philo of Byzantium, there is no conclusive archaeological evidence proving the physical existence of these gardens. One theory suggests that the gardens may not have been hanging in the literal sense but rather elevated on terraces, creating an appearance of suspension. Another intriguing hypothesis is that the Hanging Gardens might have been located in Nineveh, a rival city of Babylon, though this idea remains speculative. The absence of contemporary Babylonian records mentioning these gardens raises questions about their authenticity. Some scholars have proposed that the gardens were, in fact, a poetic interpretation or a metaphor for beauty in texts. In our journey through the wonders of the world, we arrive in Olympia, where one of the most impressive feats of classical sculpture stood out, the statue of Zeus. Created by the renowned sculptor Phidias, this masterpiece was a colossal representation of the god of gods in Greek mythology. The statue, made of ivory and ebony on a wooden and gold structure, captured not only divine grandeur but also the unparalleled artistic skill of the time. However, the tragic story of this wonder unfolds with the destruction of the temple that housed it in a fire in 5 AD. This catastrophe, along with subsequent events, contributed to the disappearance of the majestic statue of Zeus, leaving us with a monumental void in the history of sculpture and classical antiquity. Our next destination transports us to Ephesus, where the majestic temple of Artemis reigned as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. This impressive structure, dedicated to the Greek goddess of hunting and fertility, was a dazzling manifestation of the architecture and engineering of the time. However, the tumultuous history of the Temple of Artemis involved not only its grand construction but also its destruction by fire caused by the fanaticism of the servant Herostratus in 356 BC. The subsequent reconstruction by the architect Dinocrates preserved the magnificence of the temple, but its trajectory was further marked by historical events, such as the Gothic invasion in 268 AD and finally, its decline during the Byzantine period. We now travel to Halicarnassus, a city that was home to the renowned Mausoleum, a masterpiece of funerary architecture. This grand monument was built in memory of Mausolus, a satrap of the Achaemenid Empire, by his wife Artemisia II, around 353 BC. The structure was so imposing that it gave rise to the word mausoleum, still used today to describe large tombs. The history of the mausoleum, however, is marked by more than its architectural grandeur. After withstanding the ravages of time, the mausoleum met its tragic end during an earthquake in 1304 AD, which left this wonder that had once captivated the ancient world in ruins. Heading now to Rhodes, we encounter the Colossus, a colossal statue that dominated the entrance to the harbor of this impressive island. Erected to commemorate the city's successful resistance against the siege, the Colossus of Rhodes was one of the greatest statues of antiquity, measuring about 33 meters in height. However, its majestic existence was abruptly interrupted by an earthquake in 226 BC, which triggered its spectacular fall. The narrative of the Colossus doesn't end with its fall. The ruins remained on-site for almost a millennium, becoming a tourist attraction until they were sold as scrap by Arab invaders in the 7th century. This fascinating story not only explores the grandeur of the statue in its time but also the events that led to its ruin and how it shaped the local landscape and culture over the years. Concluding our journey, we arrive at the Lighthouse of Alexandria, a wonder that once illuminated the seas with its magnificent presence. Built on a small island called Pharos, at the entrance of the port of Alexandria, this ancient lighthouse was a remarkable achievement of ancient engineering. Rising over 100 meters, it guided sailors with a spectacular flame that could be seen from many kilometers away. However, over the centuries, the Lighthouse of Alexandria faced numerous challenges from the elements and destruction caused by earthquakes. The gradual decline began, and the last traces of this spectacular lighthouse disappeared completely during the 14th century. Our quest to unravel the history of the 7 wonders of the ancient world leads us to contemplate not only the grandeur of their creations but also the ephemerality that connects them to the inexorable flow of time. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, in its majesty and eventual disappearance, symbolizes the fragility of human glory in the face of the vastness of time. And so, we conclude our thrilling journey through the 7 wonders of the world. Each of these wonders has a unique narrative, and it is truly fascinating to examine how time has left its mark on them. If you enjoyed this intriguing ride through history, don't forget to show your support with a like and share on this video. Comment below which of these wonders sparked your imagination the most, and which one you would choose to visit if you could go back in time. Thanks to everyone for accompanying us on this historical exploration. Now, if you want to learn more about the incredible Eocene period, check out the video playing on your screen right now. See you next time.